What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense, and yo, we got to talk because I got this indictment for DJ Envy's partner, and DJ Envy is individual number one. So it's not like he's not on the Fed's radar. So, like the video as the intro plays, we got a lot to get into.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
One, please. When you reach out to me, make it make common sense, please.
Your intro.
Make it make sense.
Big moves. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things in your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things in your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
Come on, y'all piss me off. Shoot.
Are you okay?
Oh, Lord. Get away from me. Damn!
Mima!
My grandma would never. That's what she get. That's why she fell. Over there telling them kids get away from me. Okay, we needed to laugh. So let me go ahead and put my allegedly banner up. But yeah, it's not looking good. We kind of saw this coming down the pike a minute ago. We saw this coming. Let me see. Now, before we get into them going to jail, let's look at this fool. It says, I bet you $10 bro is gonna finish whatever he started when they let him out. No cap, he kind of looks like that dude from Love and Hip Hop Miami, the one that's real goofy. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, he's definitely going back to finish what he started. Definitely. Okay. So let's get into this. No, this is actually from the Department of Justice. New Jersey real estate investor and online influencer charged with multi-million-dollar investment fraud scheme. A New Jersey real estate investor and influencer was arrested today for committing a multi-million-dollar Ponzi-like investment fraud scheme. U.S. Attorney Philip R. Sellinger announced. Cesar Humberto Pina, I hope I pronounced that right. Cesar Humberto Pina, 45, of Franklin Lakes, New Jersey, is charged by complaint with one count of wire fraud. He appeared before you. It should say he appeared. Now, this was from the Department of Justice. Or maybe I'm getting it wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. He appeared before U.S. Magistrate Judge Edward S. Keel in Newark Federal Court and was released on $1 million secured bond with electronic monitoring. Now, how did he get that bond? Because I showed you guys his wife was already talking about on the news, it's his fault. Pina, I think I got it right. Is he related to Fallon? He might be. He might be. It says, as an alleged in the complaint, Pina exploited celebrity status and social media to develop a devoted following of potential victims, promising returns that were too good to be true. Pina allegedly defrauded dozens of people of millions of dollars. Our office is committed to protecting the public from these schemes and prosecuting those who lied to investors for their own personal gain. Plain and simple, the defendant ran a fraudulent scheme. They falsely represented the nature of their business and lied about potential investment returns to bilk unsuspecting victims out of millions. I love how they keep saying they. Now, they could mean a couple people. They could mean his wife, or they could mean his partner, the man who shares an office space with him, DJ Envy. And we're going to get into some Charlemagne things. I'm working on that, but there's a lot I have to edit in that video. Yeah, Angela Lee, everybody thought, oh, okay, well, she's dumb for leaving. Angela Lee saw the writing on the wall. Let's see. They falsely represented the nature of their businesses and lied about potential investment returns to bilk unsuspecting victims out $1 million. Tammy Tallum, special agent in charge of IRS Criminal Investigation Newark Field Office, said, "Today's arrest highlights IRS criminal investigation and our law enforcement partners' commitment to investigate and prosecute unlawful behavior. We allege Pena offered a ridiculously high rate of return to investors, then took the millions he got and invested it in himself." I mean, okay. I'm so over these wealthy people like defrauding people just to say that you have a Ferrari, just to say that, you have a certain lifestyle or these people. He wasn't putting it in his appearance. Let me show y'all what he looks like again. Let me show you what he looks like. He definitely was not putting the money in his appearance. So I don't know. His edge up is the only thing that it looks like he constantly worries about in his appearance. That's about it. He made DJ Envy look like a model. Let's see. Okay. Pena partnered with a celebrity disc jockey and radio personality to conduct real estate seminars around the country. Though these seminars, self-promotional efforts, and other marketing strategies, Pena developed a significant social media following. So I want to actually show you guys the actual complaint because this is where DJ is listed. We're real official, y'all. We're real official. So we got like 500 people in the chat. Definitely hit that like button. It is a free way to support. Not he should have got the gastro bypass. No. I just mean he always looked like he always had like on a t-shirt. He always looked kind of crazy. Oh, let me upload that for y'all. I know I still have it somewhere. Okay. It says, and I want you guys to see that DJ Envy is individual number one. At all times relevant to this complaint, defendant Cesar Humberto Pena, aka Flipping NJ Pena, resided in New Jersey and held himself out to be a real estate investor, developer, and flipper. Pena and his business partner, a well-known disc jockey and radio personality, Individual One, operated a company that conducted real estate seminars around the country. Together, they used Individual One's celebrity to promote various real estate enterprises that Pena controlled. During real estate seminars, private one-on-one sessions, advertisements, public appearances, and otherwise, Pena represented that he was a highly successful real estate investor, owned thousands of properties in multiple states, and had business relationships with numerous celebrities. Through these efforts, Pena developed a significant following that included hundreds of thousands of social media followers. What does that mean? They're probably flipping on each other at this point. Here's my issue with DJ Envy. You shared an office space with this man. It was not even like we're in the same building. It was like my office is conjoined to yours. This was DJ Envy. This was Pena. You have $500,000 with him. At no point are you checking on the projects. You are lending your name to this man's business. You are his business partner, as the FBI and IRS feel. Were there no checks and balances? It's not very hard to go to the next room and say, I just gave you $500,000 on this project. When do we start? It's not that hard. If you are a flipper, the one thing that you need to make sure is to stay on top of your contractors. If you pass by this school that you've invested $500,000 in and it has not even started construction, that's a simple conversation. What is going on? That's why DJ Envy is mums the word. Absolutely mums the word about all this. I think he's trying to flip, but DJ Envy's the bigger name. So if they can attach him to this, in my opinion, because we know he's litigious, in my opinion, I think that's what's going on. Pena owned and or controlled numerous business entities which held real property and were used to open bank accounts that Pena used in furtherance of the charged offense. Starting at least in and around 2017, Pena began accepting investments from individual investors, the victims, for the alleged purpose, remodel, and sale of specific real estate projects in New Jersey and other states. Pena generally entered into contracts with the victims that specified, among other things, the purpose of investment, promised interest and payments, and the time frame for repayments. Now, guys, I have started looking into this. A number of his actual homes that he was telling people you can invest on this property and we'll flip it, they are being foreclosed on. So not only did he have situations where he's telling you on this property, I'm going to go ahead and give you 30 to 40% on return if you give me $200,000. In some of those instances, it was not even a property that he owned. Are y'all catching this? And for the ones that were properties that he owned, they are in foreclosure.
And so clank the clank, clank the clank. Really? The bar soap? Yeah. You might want to help your husband.
Clankety clank, Pena. Clankety clank, Envy. Pena generally entered into contracts with the victims that specified, among other things, the purpose of the investment, promised interest payments, and the time frame for repayment. But rather than using the victims' investments as promised, Pena engaged in a Ponzi-like scheme wherein he commingled victim investors' money and used new victims' money to pay out prior investors and cover personal expenditures. This man was telling you, okay, I told you I was going to give you a 30% return on $200,000. Well, instead, let's roll your initial $200,000 into a new project. Meaning he never paid that person back. Y'all are clicking with this, right? No, yes, the investor did not do any due diligence or they would have known this was a scam. Correct, but the problem is when you are defrauding people, you are using what you got to get what you want. It's a very player club type situation. They are using DJ Envy's celebrity. So if you have somebody like DJ Envy who has a mansion and all these cars and Rolls Royces, and he's partnered with this little treasure troll, Cesar Pena, you think it must be legit. It must be on the up and up. You're not. I mean, the average person is like, okay, if I have $200,000 that I've saved or I had the credit to borrow it, and he's telling me a 30 to 40% return on investment, and I see all of these celebrities are doing it, I could see, look at this shiny object. DJ Envy was the shiny beige object in this situation. Thank you for the super chat. Flippin' NJ served time for fraudulent activity. Does nobody do background checks? I wish someone just hands me $500,000. Yes, I showed you guys on my first video where he actually talked about the fact that he was in jail for fraud, and it taught him a lot. And now he's able to come out and make money. It should have been some form of a red flag. So they did do a background. I mean, they knew that he was, but they felt like, okay, if this man has $50 million in properties, he must be doing something right. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Thank you for the super chat, Megan. So yeah, basically Cesar Pena, the Hobbit, had everybody fooled. But now his wife is flipping on him, and I'm pretty sure both him and DJ Envy are trying to turn on each other. Absolutely sure that is what's going on. Let's see. Through the scheme, Pena defrauded dozens of victims of millions of dollars. Examples. On or about 2019, Pena used warehouse to purchase a property located on Manchester Avenue. From and around 2019 through in April 2023, 4 years, Pena solicited and received investments from dozens of different victims for the purported purchase, renovation, and sale of property one. Pena typically concealed from the victims, among other things, that he had already solicited and received money from other unwitting victims to invest in property one. As a result, Pena collected more than approximately $5 million from victims as supposed to invest capital just for property one. Now, guys, at one point, I wanted to get into flipping. At one point, I definitely wanted to get into flipping. And rule number one, if you're doing a flip, you need to do it as quickly as possible. you really got to get in there, because what happens is, depending on the state, you have taxes that you have to pay. Depending upon where you're at, you might have local taxes that you have to pay. Depending on how long you take, it's cutting into your bottom line. So if you spent $1 million, you have 200,000 to flip. If you are not done, if the city's holding you up, all those things, now you're paying a mortgage. Very few people just have $1 million. So they take out a very high interest loan for a large amount, and they try to flip within a month or two. 4 years is ridiculous. And I don't understand how DJ Envy, who is a partner with this man, is not actually checking into where his money is invested. $500,000 for anybody is a lot of money. Ali, thanks for being a member for 6 months. Ali says Bernie Madoff only offered a ROI of 15% annually. Caesar offered 30% in 6 months. The victims should be blamed for their greed and stupidity. Yes, it's almost unheard of, unless you are a street pharmacist, to offer somebody a 30 to 40% return, and you're not asking questions and you're rolling it over to the next person. You do have some culpability. But not Bernie Madoff is offering only 15%. Thank you, Ali. Carlos says, this is really giving Jamie Foxx, Leonardo DiCaprio, and that Asian man. What happened with them? What happened? Is Jamie Foxx going to jail?
And so clank to clank, clank to clank. Really? The bar soap? Yeah. You might want to help your husband.
Who are they scamming? Let me know, Carlos. You don't have to do another super chat. Just let me know what you're talking about, and I'll read it out loud. Hey, Cotty, good to see you, y'all. Cotty is one of my day ones. Definitely put your hearts in the chat for Cotty. Cotty is going through some things. She is also now a caregiver to a very wonderful lady, potentially my new wife, Cotty's mama. No, definitely put your hearts in the chat. And send some positive energy her way. Cotty is going through some things, and around here we are a family. So if one is hurting or one is going through something, we all going through it. Okay. So let's see where we at. As part of the fraud, Pena entered into contracts with each of the victims, and each contract contained similar material misrepresentations. For example, one of the victims signed a contract with Pena in and around October 2022, in which victim number one's company agreed to make a capital contribution of approximately $200,000 to enter into a joint venture for the purpose, purchase, remodel, and sale of property one. The contract further stated that Pena would return victims' capital contribution within 5 months, plus an interest payment of approximately $60,000, amounting to approximately a 30% return on investment. Pena fraudulently failed to disclose the victim one and similar victims that Pena already owned property one, had mortgages or other loans on the property, and obtained dozens of other individual investments for the same property. So I want to get into you guys, because it's a lot of the same. We got 5 million. We're not going through all those, but I want you guys to see Tony the Closer. Now, Tony the Closer, if you don't know, has been all over this, to the point where DJ Envy was talking about suing the man. So now he's getting the last laugh. He's not playing with them. Let's see. We'll make it a little bit smaller.
They did. They tried to come to my house. They tried to have a nigga act like he was going to pull up to my crib. They asked me to take down all the posts. They promised me that they was going to get everything right. Then I go and I take the shit down. These niggas never pay nobody back. Now I'm looking at these niggas. I'm like, oh, so y'all niggas trying to play me like I'm a bitch. But I'm saying though, like the nigga was getting promoted on Drink Champs. Yo, let's talk about it, Nori. Nigga, I heard some of your niggas say that, yo, Nori put me on. Drink Champs, we got to talk about it. Yo, the same way that y'all talk about all these other things and topics, you need to be talking about this shit. You got to understand, niggas ain't.
Tony is mad, y'all.
ain't really about the community, only about their pockets. There's no way that you can tell me that DJ Envy attempted to sue me because I was reporting a real life fraud, and now the feds done pick these niggas up. So now what you think I'm gonna do when I answer the motherfucking lawsuit?
I have an idea. What he's probably going to do is ask for some more discovery so he can come out and tell us some more.
And you motherfucking right, I'm a cop, Special Agent Blacklock. If any of you niggas don't know, nigga, I don't support none of you criminal ass niggas. Let me find out you goddamn got fraud, nigga. I got the feds on speed dial, nigga. No cap.
He's a rat king. But at least he's letting you know.
No cap, nigga. And say something crazy, I dare you in my comments, nigga. You think I'm not gonna have the motherfucking feds? I give them your page real quick. Think I'm playing with you.
Okay, y'all. So am I the only person who watches people's Instagram live and then looks at what people are saying about the person? Somebody said that he don't claim his own daughter. Do we need to add him to the list with Gucci Mane, who don't claim his special needs son? Is he added to the list? I didn't know he didn't claim his daughter.
Nigga, I'm talking about, I'm a bad motherfucker. I'm a bad motherfucker. I'm gonna show you, nigga. I'm gonna show you. I ain't lying. Let me flip my camera around so you know I ain't lying. I'm a bad motherfucker. I ain't gonna show you their name or nothing like that, but you won't be able to see it. Look, nigga, where is that? You see it right there. New Jersey feds. Just know I ain't playing with you, bitch.
How are you telling the New Jersey feds? Y'all saw that? Look at. It's really hard for me to play his stuff because every other word is ninja and F. But this is how he talks. He even made his money. Lives in I believe, like a really, really nice high rise. But yeah, he talks to them. And the rest of his text messages are in shorthand. Somebody said Tony is scamming himself. Okay, Carlos. Carlos says that Asian man was using Jamie Foxx, Leonardo DiCaprio, and possibly Tyrese Celebrity to launder money, which is why some people were saying all of a sudden Jamie Foxx became ill and was hospitalized. I didn't hear about that, but I'm looking in the comments, and you're not the only person who's saying that. Okay, so I got to look into that. Thank you, Carlos. We got like 900 in the chat. Definitely hit that like button. Praz from Ali. Praz from the Fugees is involved with that Asian guy scheme and may be going to jail for acting as a foreign agent. I think he was found guilty. Now, Ali, I did hear about that because that's why he couldn't go on tour with the Fugees. Not that that tour is going to work, because as much as I love the Fugees and as much as I love Lauren will keep you waiting for 2 to 3 hours. And I'm not about that life. I already don't really like concerts, but I'm not about to wait for no 2 to 3 hours. So thank you, Ali. So dang, if Tony and if Leonardo and Jamie go down for that, that's a lot. I'm gonna really have to look into that. That's a lot. That's pretty juicy. Jamie, you then went. Oh, Jamie.
And so clank the clank, clank the clank. Really? The bar soap? Yeah. You might want to help your husband.
Okay, let's continue with Tony. Let's see.
New Jersey feds. Just know I ain't playing with you, bitch. Go ahead and talk crazy. Say, put some shit in the motherfucking comments. Make a threat. I ain't gonna, nigga. I'm gonna report you. Special Agent Blacklock, nigga. We gonna see how gangster you really are. We gonna see how street you really is, nigga. See, nigga, I ain't gotta fight with you niggas no more. I don't have to fight with you niggas no more. Oh yeah, man, y'all niggas done fucked up, nigga. I got the feds on speed dial. I got the feds and the news on speed dial. I'm a badass nigga. Boy, I'm the baddest nigga on the planet. You got a nigga with money, connections. I got the feds and motherfucking the goddamn news. Shit, Charleston White can't even fuck with me. The news won't talk to Charleston White. The feds won't talk to that nigga. See, he be lying, nigga. I'm talking about nigga. I'm saying I got Sarah Wallace, goddamn.
Okay, yeah. Every other word, I can't. Tony, I like you and all, but every other word is the N word. Is this how you do business? Is this how you do business? Let me see if we can pull that one up, because he definitely let's see, exposes the foreclosures, and I wanted to show you guys that. Where is it? Oh, somebody's saying they took electronic devices from iHeart. So we're getting this live. So apparently they also rated iHeartRadio, The Breakfast Club. I want to see what you guys are saying. I did this one live because I wanted to see, do you guys believe that there's no culpability coming from Envy? Let me know. That guy is he saw Charleston White out here hanging with Caleb's and snitching work for him. So now he want to do the same. Yo, I guess the walls are closing in for the Breakfast Club because I told you I've been working on something with Charlemagne where I'm starting to believe I really do feel like the victims, Charlemagne's victims, they got something going. And Charlemagne has said some very nasty, disrespectful things as it applies to what he has done in the past. So that's what I'm working on. It's getting edited. It's pretty bad. And I don't understand how Charlemagne has been able to like maintain. I don't know. It's a tough one because I watched The Breakfast Club too, but let's see. I think Envy protests too much. Hit dogs will holler. And Envy wasn't on the show this morning. What? Are you serious? Let's see. Envy addresses lawsuit. Okay, here we go. So this was DJ Envy saying something without saying something.
There's been a lot going on, Charlemagne.
Like what?
Don't say like what, man. There's been a million and one accusations.
Oh my God, no.
I'm being serious. So let me explain some things. I'm not, my attorneys don't want me to speak, but I think there's things that I need to clear up a little bit.
I think you should listen to your attorneys. Why don't light-skinned people like to listen? Like, if your attorney told you don't say nothing, why are you talking?
Listen, so Caesar and myself did seminars. Now, the reason I did these seminars is because I wanted to uplift my community. I wanted to teach my community about real estate, things that I didn't know when I was first buying my first home. I wanted to teach our community about investing in generational wealth. So I did these seminars and brought industry professionals to all these seminars, whether it was real estate agents from different markets, contractors, conventional lenders, hard money lenders. I even brought auction.com to actually show people how to purchase houses online. That's what I wanted to do for my people. Now, Caesar, if he took money, I wasn't privy to it, nor did I even know. But I do understand how people feel if they did give him money, because I gave him a lot of money.
Jesus.
That I didn't see a dollar of return. But for
well, that's different than what he said before, because before he said that there was only one project that he was still awaiting money on, right? That sounds very different than what he was telling Tony the closer. Let's see. Let's juxtapose those two things. We got like almost 900 people in the chat. Definitely hit that like button. Let's see.
Anybody to say I was involved, that's totally not true. I would never. I've been on this radio I've been on radio close to 30 years, and never in my 30 years time did I do nothing but try to uplift people and show people a different way through the business mind. And I would never take a dollar from somebody.
I could be wrong, but I didn't see nobody accusing you of taking money. I just saw them say that they met Caesar because they heard you talking about Caesar.
Nah, they basically said I was privy to it, and that wasn't true. Not at all.
I from what I read in actual court papers, I didn't see that. They said that all these people are saying that they met Caesar because of you.
Right, and they're saying
I don't see nobody accusing you of taking no money.
To the point where if you read the court documents, Caesar wrote an affidavit that says DJ Envy, Rashawn Casey, had no knowledge of me investing people's money.
I saw that too.
He wasn't there. He wasn't part of those conversations. He wasn't even nowhere in those meetings. And those are documents that's out there. So if we're going to talk about truth, let's talk about the truth. And those are the documents out there. And
Well,
I
you
know
can't talk about the truth yet because you look.
Okay. So this is a little problematic. In these seminars, DJ Envy said, we're not charging people, we're doing things absolutely different. We are doing something for the community. We're uplifting people. We're not charging people. That's not true. What happens is the seminar is free. If you want any one-on-one time with this man and, you know, a chance to invest with him and DJ Envy, then you pay $2,500 or $5,000. So this is categorically not true what he's saying. Are you telling me that you are in a business partnership with this person and you do not know that people are signing up for private meetings and investment possibilities with you? That's why I think Caesar is over there singing like a canary, because the stuff that DJ Envy is saying, he's already said to Tony the Closer in a different way. And by a different way, I mean it's a lie. Allegedly.
Lawyers don't want you talking at all. So the smart thing to do is, I understand you want to say something to the listeners, and I'm sure the listeners appreciate it. But man, just wait until all the dust settles. And when all the dust settles, then we can get on this radio and have a real conversation. Until then, I don't think you should be saying any of this, but that's just me. Look at you. You can't even help yourself. What else you want to say now?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
It's probably best you don't say nothing. Nothing. Looking like somebody just let the air out of his balloon. Don Ashwood, thank you for the super chat. John said Rashad about to lose his job. I've been a fan of the Breakfast Club, but when I watch, it was never really because DJ Envy was saying something insightful. DJ Envy was always kind of like the Chrissy Snow of the Breakfast Club, kind of like the dingbat. Angela Lee would usually be insightful, and now that Charlemagne is a scholar, he went from shock jock to scholar. But DJ Envy was kind of like the weakest link. He wasn't necessarily funny or interesting or insightful. All he was good for was for like a gay joke between him and Charlemagne. That was pretty much it. I think he was playing Erica Mena records when he was, having his fun with her, allegedly. But that was about it. Thank you for the super chat. Tris, thank you so much for the super sticker. Let's continue. He just looks
all right.
But
when the dust settles,
okay,
you can have a real conversation with the audience.
But it's difficult because the stuff that you're hearing is like, that's totally not true. Like, it's not true. Like,
well, that's
fake news. Like, those are fake stories.
That should be enough. You know what the truth is. If you know what the truth is, don't worry about it, because the truth don't need no defense. The truth don't need no defense, just witnesses. That's it.
All right. Well, hopefully.
And by the way, you look very suspicious because you don't have your just for men in right now. So it's like the grades are coming in right here in the back, and you need a little.
Okay, so while he's talking about his face, you remember Tyrese was talking about Charlemagne's face. Now, people thought that Charlemagne had some, a little lightning, because Charlemagne used to have these black spots in his face. I think he probably got some chemical pills and probably did too much, because Tyrese had said the black is starting to show back on you, Charlemagne, when they were having their little boxing match. So they're calling him beige and Charlemagne black spots. Angela Lee is somewhere having the best time of her life. Angela Lee is actually working on a documentary that I am actually researching as well. So you'll be seeing that video soon. I got 2 private eyes on a lot of stuff involving Jennifer Williams. So that will be coming out, trust me. But okay.
Little haircut, so it just makes you look like, oh.
I just want to say this on closing. I've never stole anything from anybody, and I'll just leave it at that. What?
You know what rhymes with what?
What?
Butt. And from what I was told, you used to steal a lot of butt back in the day.
See, that's
Charlemagne, is it super smart to make jokes about RAP when you have all these allegations? Is that even a funny joke? It's really not. It's really not. Y'all make it this far to mess things up. Don says, celebrities kill me when they come with the I want to help my people. Envy, please, you wanted to help yourself. Don, good point. Because if you're hosting these seminars for free, what is in it for you, Envy? If the point was to host them for free and you're saying that all these other seminars cost money and we're doing it for the people, then what was the bottom line? Are you investing your own money to host a seminar for free? I don't believe it. It's important to let y'all hear what DJ Envy had to say, but I don't believe it. Now, contrast what happened with him and Tony.
Some have been great, some haven't been. Some have been, look at this deal. Does this deal make sense? People got to do their own homework. When I give anybody money for any of my investments, some do well, some don't do well. All my investments, I do my own homework. If you come up to me right now and say, yo, Envy, I got a crib in Miami and it's worth this.
You did your own homework? If you did your own homework, you would know that you were in business with the scammer.
And so clank, clank, clank. Really? The bar soap? Yeah. You might want to help your husband.
Clankety clank, Envy. The walls are closing in.
I'm not doing it because you're a nice guy that got a lot of followers. I would be a fucking asshole. I call my accountant and I'm like, hey, look at this deal. Does this deal make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. I'm not doing it.
So
that's how it is. That's what
I like.
Didn't you say you gave him $500,000? So you can see DJ Envy is not exactly happy with the way that Tony is outing him. And he had these recorded calls that he played. So DJ Envy is pretty upset.
Keeping it real, right? So how has your business dealings been with Caesar?
Some have been great, some haven't been. Some have been really good and I made a lot of money and some have been slow. And that's why I say when people invest money, sometimes it goes like this, right? And you know this. I didn't hit with Caesar a couple of times and flip money in less than 30 days. Some of my buildings, like the school, we still got, and I haven't got my money back yet.
Remember he said on the Breakfast Club, though, that he's not made any money. Y'all remember that, right? On the Breakfast Club, he just said, I haven't made any money.
But I know that's part of the game. But I also do know there's certain things that need to happen. Like when it comes to Caesar, you know, we've had a conversation and I spoke to him and I spoke to Jen and I told him if he does, and I asked the person, I said, do you owe people money?
Does he owe you money?
We have an investment together that we're going to sell. He does not owe me money. We partnered up on a property. We partnered up on a property.
Does he owe
you
money, DJ Envy?
To school, let me tell you.
You and I talked offline, DJ Envy.
No, I'm going to tell you 100%. No, I'm going to tell you.
You can't do that, DJ Envy.
I'm going to tell you the truth. You're going to let me speak or we not?
Envy's a little mad, y'all. Envy's a little mad.
You're so angry.
No, but we got to do something. We're going to tell the truth. We got to tell the truth. Now.
We speaking the truth because I tell you everything. I talk to you offline.
That's what I'm saying.
I told you, me and Caesar, we bought a school. That's the only outstanding deal that we have. That school never came back, and that school is not done yet. When I spoke to Caesar today, I told him I have a problem, and he said, I'm giving you your money back. That's it. So we don't have.
So Nikki, very fair. On this channel, we're fair. Nikki says, we have to stop being so conditioned. Stop assuming or judging until the facts come out. I mean, I did just show you guys the complaint. I showed you guys the actual complaint from the actual FBI where DJ Envy is named as, I think he is, what was he? Who was he? He was somebody number one. Let me see. He's individual one in the complaint. So he is actually listed. So we do have some paperwork to back up what we're saying. But some of it is just conjecture and commentary on the subject. But let's continue with.
We don't have any dealings with each other. And I even told you, because when we had that conversation, I called him last night. I'm like, do you owe anybody money? Caesar told me no. He said there was people that we invested with that did well. And there was people that we didn't invest with that it takes a little longer. And I told him, nigga, whatever you need to do, give them people back their money. That's all it is. But when it comes to it.
Here's the thing. You're telling him to give them back their money, but you made sure you got your money first, right? He's not, your name is on the line. These people have been defrauded. You're telling him, I haven't got my money back. So Caesar, who is right next door to you, says, okay, I'm gonna give you your money back. And you don't do your due diligence to go and make sure that everybody who, was defrauded gets their money back. No, you're concerned. Human nature is, well, I invested with this man. Something's going crazy. Let me make sure I get my money back off the top. But I'm telling you, give everybody else their money. Are y'all following me here? I want you to look over here where I'm telling you I'm doing so many good things for the community, and my heart is pure in what I'm doing. But when things get shaky, it's not, well, don't pay me back first. Go ahead and let's start paying back people who are making these allegations. Let me look at your books. Let me get a forensic accountant in here because my name is attached to it to make sure that you're doing the right thing.
Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? I ask you, is it a coincidence?
It's not. He wanted his money back. And he, in my opinion, he's not concerned about the other people because at this point, he's been made whole.
That's what it is. And you find somebody else that will talk to you on live in a minute to talk to you about the real. Because I honestly, you can ask
you know, we talked offline though. That's why I asked you the question. And it's like, we personally offline. I mean, I know you might be wanting to still not really throw your man under, but like, we talked offline.
And we spoke online yesterday. That's why I was kind of upset when you put out a picture of me and Caesar and said DJ's every partner owes all this money. And I'm like, damn, my nigga, we spoke last night. And I'm telling you, I would tell you. But, I get it. My name on it is a little, you get more clicks and all that.
1,000% it gets more clicks. But that's the same thing you do when you call out real estate investors and then you do a real estate event. That's called marketing, right? That's part of your marketing. Like
you throwing somebody under the bus that fucks with you, which is weird. But I don't care because I really didn't take nobody's money. And I just want to tell you, the dude that you talked about that allegedly owes $1 million, I just got off the phone with him. And the first thing he said was, I did meet you when I went to the office, but we never spoke. You just said hello and kept it moving. So, I don't know why Tony would say that, you certified that deal or you made the deal comfortable. Like, nigga, we didn't even talk. If he walked past me now, I wouldn't even know who he was. I speak to anybody that comes to my office. But
oh, you're such a big celebrity.
So nasty and so rude.
What I would like to do, I would like to get Caesar on there and y'all have a conversation, and then you can ask him all the questions you get to ask him.
So I asked you another question last night because you were very direct about the fact that you wanted to distance yourself from being involved in any dealings that you didn't know about with Caesar and these investments. What do you feel like you should do as far as your platform responsibility with letting the people know that have invested with Caesar based off your likeness?
Well, I tell everybody, no matter what you do when you invest, you make sure you do your homework when it comes to anything. That's why I tell everybody all the time. You make sure you do your homework. I do feel like you're saying Caesar's guilty before hearing his side of the.
Tony asked him a very direct question. It was a very, very direct, pointed question. Your platform, your culpability. What do you do? What are you going to tell people? He sidestepped the question. Listen again.
What you should do as far as your platform and any dealings that you didn't know about with Caesar and these investments. What do you feel like you should do as far as your platform responsibility with letting the people know that have invested with Caesar based off your likeness?
Well, I tell everybody, no matter what you do when you invest, you make sure you do your homework when it comes to anything. That's why I tell everybody all the time. You make sure you do your homework. I do feel like you're saying Caesar's guilty before hearing his side of the coin, which I think is kind of crazy. I mean, anybody can say anything they want, man. I just seen today that I owe people money. I just seen all types of shit. But the thing is, I think you should have that man on here to have a conversation and give his side of the story. There's two sides of the story. Well, there's actually three sides of the story, right? His side, and then what's the truth. And I think before somebody starts saying that somebody owes somebody money or somebody doing something wrong and making an accusation and an accusation, I think you need to have him on there and clear his own name up.
Well, I think that's fair, but I also
I tried to call you today with him on the phone, and you said you were clearly busy. So he's not.
You know we talking about. Don't try to flip the narrative on me because it's bullshit. And then
did I not call you?
I'm really swing it because like I've been being nice and I've been trying to.
You don't have to be nice. Did I not call you this morning? Did I not call you? I called you 30 minutes.
But you know you bullshitting too, right?
I'm bullshit.
Because the fact of the matter is that you know that Caesar's been doing bad business. You just right now really trying to.
DJ Envy is not feeling it. DJ Envy is getting madder and madder.
You're so angry.
Distance yourself because you don't want to be implicated with it. You know that he's been fucking people over. He fucked you over. He owes you money. You told me last night he owes you money. Like, this ain't me making up shit. This ain't me just coming out and attacking anybody. This is real people.
No,
this like even like your man, the credit dude, that was a part of y'all whole situation, bro. He's out of 150,000. And nigga was already talking about committing suicide. See, you can't play me like I'm the nigga that's just clout chasing and doing some bullshit. I'm really talking about people. Credit dude called me talking about he's in fear of his life. Like he's like, yo, I'm in fear of my life, and these niggas took my money. I got 7 or 8 DMs of people that's $400,000 or $500,000, bro. Last night on the phone, you told me, yo, this nigga owe me over $500,000. Don't do me now. You're gonna try to get online and make me look like shit because then I'm gonna come back with. And
this is the thing. You can come back with whatever you want.
I'm gonna come back with.
I just got off the phone with credit. I just got off the phone with credit. And credit told me that you were making things up. I just got off the phone with credit, and you said you're making things up. I just got off the phone with him. So obviously, you are clout chasing because the main thing that you did was fuck up is you added my name, and that's what you did. You added my name because that.
This turned into a Fox Soul interview. This is good as Dr. Heavenly and Al going at it. So you guys get the point. I'm going to keep you guys updated on this story. Let's move on to everybody's favorite scammer, Jussie Smollett. Now, you've heard the thing. Jussie Smollett has now entered rehab, but I don't think he entered rehab for the reason or the purposes that he's alleging. So guys, we got like over 1,200 in the chat. A free way to support the channel is hitting that like button. We're at about like 500 likes. With 1,200, we should be at about like 700. So definitely hit that like button. Let's move on to Jussie. So the Chicago Times had some interesting points that I want to let you guys hear. It says, Empire actor Jussie Smollett reportedly checks into rehab. The actor, who's appealing his conviction for faking a 2019 hate crime in Chicago, entered a treatment facility outpatient program. Actor Jussie Smollett has reportedly entered a rehab treatment facility outpatient program. It wasn't clear the issue Smollett is seeking. It wasn't clear the issue Smollett is seeking treatment for. Smollett, 41, I didn't realize he was 41, is awaiting a ruling by a 3-judge panel of Illinois' appeals court on whether to uphold his conviction for faking a 2019 hate crime near his Streeterville home in Chicago. The former star of the hit show Empire was charged in 2019 after it was revealed that he had made up a story about being the target of a racist and homophobic attack on a frigid night while walking to his Streeterville apartment. Here's the thing. There was something like a cold vortex, meaning if you walked outside with a water bottle, the water would freeze in the water bottle. This was the dumbest stuff. But I'm thinking that, maybe there was some booger sugar involved or some type of like party drugs, because why not just wait? It didn't make sense. And Jussie has maintained his innocence, but in my opinion, I don't think he's innocent. It says a new indictment was later brought against him by Special Prosecutor Dan Webb, who was appointed by a judge to review the decisions to drop the case. After the indictment, a Cook County jury found Smollet guilty in 2021 of lying to police. He hired 2 brothers to rough him up and place a noose around his neck. Those 2 brothers have been talking. I just reviewed the Tasha K interview where the 2 brothers basically have said that neither of them is gay. Jussie has said that one of the brothers actually was doing drugs with him and going to bathhouses. The brother admits that he was at gay bathhouses with Jussie, but he was not nude and he was not laying it low and spreading it wide. He was just going to a all-male gay bathhouse with a friend, just in support of his friend. Now, he alleges that, nothing was going on. And over here, we believe what people say. Okay. So here's why I think that Jussie's going to rehab now. When Jussie took the stand, Jussie mentioned multiple party drugs that he had been taking. This was now like a couple years ago. If you admitted to that then, why weren't you checked into rehab at that point? Why are you now checking into rehab very close to your sentencing date? Am I the only one? Am I the only one who's seeing this? You could have entered rehab when you were telling us what you were, you were laying it low and spreading it wide in them bathhouses with that boy on the party drugs. But you're now very interested in seeking treatment. I want to say it's important that if anybody does have a problem, whenever you seek treatment is okay. But for the purposes of this conversation, is
it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? I ask you, is it a coincidence?
Marsha, thank you so much for joining the membership. I really appreciate that. Somebody says maybe he has mental health issues. Maybe he hit rock bottom. LO, do we believe him? Let's see. Ain't nobody going, we the people believe nothing. He has mental illness. Maybe the problems have gotten worse. That is true. Again, anytime you choose to enter rehab, it's important, right? Anytime that you make the conscious decision, but there are people who are in trouble who enter rehab right before you have an appeal. So it looks good on paper to say, I'm now in an out treatment, all of these things. It definitely, to me, comes across as a form of a strategy to keep him out of jail. But again, I'm going to keep you guys updated because it's a lot going on with Jussie. It's a lot going on with Caesar and DJ Envy. And I think that DJ Envy does have some culpability. Carlos, thank you so much for joining the membership. We are going to end with this semi-new introduction. Have a good morning, you guys. If anything else pops off, you'll see me later on today.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
One, please. When you reach out to me, make it make common sense, please.
Your intro.
Make it make sense.
Big moves. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
Smoke, y'all piss me off. Shoot.
Are you okay?
Oh, Lord. Get away from me. Damn!
Mima!
That's the meanest grandma ever. Bye, y'all.